How we doing, guys? Forgive the glare. Looks like light coming through the window there. It's making it look a little awkward from where I'm positioned, but actually that's gonna distract me. We'll go with that. All right, so here we are, guys, our 14th week, our next mode of discourse, and that is compare and contrast. It is actually the second to last one that we're going to do. Our last one will be cause and effect. Of course, interspersed among those last two remaining modes of discourse will be our argumentative, persuasive redo, and then our MLA research version of that essay redo as well. I've done the narratives, the redone, revised, edited, added to narrative essays, and did just what I said. Take your new grade, which in most cases was an A or 100 even. Looking for that you added a page and that you made the corrections as per my original comments, and gave you your new grade in the grade column based on your updated performance. So that's done. So what I have to do this week, I have more things to grade, class and homework items from last week. So those will be coming back, and then the following week I will get to the your descriptive redos. But for this week, it is a journal assignment, and that is based on an essay from the Washington Post that is in our reader. If you guys go to the 1101 reader and you look in comparison contrast, I think you could actually find that. You just scroll down once you get to the reader, or click in expository. You could also search, okay? The article title is called Why Extroverts Fail, Introverts Flounder, and Why You Will Probably Succeed, or some version of that, if I don't have the exact wording right. But it's a really interesting article defining what an extrovert, introvert is. And it introduces this new type that you might not have heard of called an ambivert, A-M-B-I-V-E-R-T. And you might know your roots, Latin roots, A-M-B-I. A-M-B, if you were ambidextrous, or if something is ambiguous, it could go either way. Ambidextrous meaning you use both hands, so ambi means both. Okay, so the idea behind the ambivert is you are a little admixture of intro and extrovert. Usually when I take those personality tests, I typically get some version of an introvert typology profile. And I would define myself as an introvert. And I've actually given you guys in the journal a little link. You don't have to do this, but I think these are really fun. I enjoy taking those self-assessment, little personality tests or little personal surveys. I just find those to be kind of fun. So I've given you guys one. You could do your own personality test to see where you stack up. Are you an extrovert, an introvert? It's the classic Myers-Briggs personality test. I think the last one I took, I was an INTJ, which means intuitive, introverted, thinking, and judging. Those are my big four types. So if you guys dig those things, why not share your results in your journal entry? But basically what I ask you to do is do a comparison contrast. How are the three types similar and how are they different? And comparison and contrast is again, it's one of those maneuvers that we do every day. We might take for granted, but we make distinctions in our world, make sense of our world by comparing and contrasting. I want to say that, a big issue that I have with the culture today, American culture, maybe even world culture, is that people seem to lump everything together. And to me, we're losing distinction. Everything's just kind of melding into the same thing. I won't elaborate too much further on that. So again, this is kind of rediscovering the important cognitive tools that we have at our disposal: comparison, contrast, definition, classification, division, all the ones we've been talking about, so that we can make sense of our world as sane, sensible people. Other than that, the journal is an SCC exercise. That is section 3.6, and it's exercises 16 and 17. The instructions ask you to brainstorm for an essay. So I would just follow the directions. Don't necessarily worry about brainstorming. They just ask you to make points of comparison and contrast among some concepts that they give you. So you're not necessarily doing a formal brainstorming as though you were going to write an essay, so don't let that mislead you, but just follow the directions about comparing and contrasting among those that list of concepts that they give you there in the SCC online text. And that's it. So our journal, based on a reader article, and then two exercises, 16 and 17, based on SCC entry in our e-text in Blackboard. Just those two things. That's it for this week. Any questions or concerns or whatever you got, you could feel free to email me and I'll get back to you. Hope you guys have a good week, and I'll talk to you next time.